Well, Megan, thank you for joining me for this conversation about the Collective for Hope. For those who are listening who might not be familiar with the Collective for Hope, can you share a little bit about the organization with us?
Yeah, of course. It's great to be here. So, here at the Collective for Hope, we provide grief support. We do this because too many people are left to grieve alone. Anyone who has experienced loss of their own knows that what matters most isn't words of support. We believe it's the smaller moments of feeling seen and understood. It's those people showing up to welcome the complex emotions and experiences following a death loss. So that's what we do at the Collective for Hope. We provide opportunities for connection for children, families, and adults through support groups, day camps, intentional community events, and education. So, in all of those spaces, our priority is giving grieving folks the chance to simply be and be witnessed, say, I'm not okay, and to be met with compassion and not silence. So, walking along every individual on their unique journey.
So you talked a little bit about support groups. You have a need right now that people that are watching that feel tied to your mission and want to give back and support others in the community. What can they do? What can they raise their hand to help support?
Yeah, absolutely. So, all of our programs are run by volunteers. There are trained facilitators, and those are people who have a passion
Mm.
for eliciting those connections between grieving children and adults. Sometimes they'll have their own grief story of their own, and it's their own way of kind of providing more for their own healing journey. So, we will provide any interested individual with a training to be a support group facilitator. That'll be held in August, actually. So, August 21st and 22nd. And that's where we set up all of our volunteers with the skills that might be necessary in a support group. So, how to navigate complex emotions, both of their own and those that they might be experiencing from grieving folks. We'll train them on self care skills of their own and how to just be a better listener, better empathizer, and a more compassionate person, whether they are facilitating our own grief groups here or they might be encountering grieving individuals on their own. So we love our volunteers here, and they do so much for community members all around.
So now I'm hearing that you need 10 new grief support group facilitators. And I'm also hearing all the benefits that those people are going to receive personally, the growth
Yeah,
that they're going to experience as a part of this dedicated volunteer effort.
yeah,
And I know that these people that raise their hands and say yes, they are committing for longer than, one time of showing up. They are really giving of themselves in a longer term commitment. What would you tell them if they're taking this first step and they're a little hesitant to maybe push the I'm interested, I want to learn more. What would you tell them before they take that first click?
yeah. I would tell them that it is intimidating. It's hard to go into spaces where you know you'll be discussing things, experiences, grief. It might elicit your own internal reactions. But what I'd say to them is it's important to even start those discussions. It's important to let people know that those emotions that they're having, they deserve to be heard, that they're welcome by someone out there, and that someone is trying to understand them when they might feel so isolated and alone. So it's intimidating, yes, but here our main goal is to give volunteers to all the support they might need, as things come up that they might not be prepared for. We want to make sure you are being fulfilled as a volunteer just as much as those that are experiencing grief are being fulfilled by the connections they're making in our group.
Thank you for your work, Megan.
Thank you for having me.